like the disc doesn't spin anymore. Because fuck me, it's loud when it's spinning. I'm a bad gamer. The noise. None of them can. All of the games I've been playing does the same thing. Tales of Arise does the same thing. Tales of Arise is apparently 36 gig in total. I got the disc since that apparently was a package bundle when I got my PS5. So anyway, here we are. It's another Friday. It's another the legendary Tales of Sanger. Speaking of, he was there just as with his own robot. Yes, because that's gonna be standard. If you're not, then say hi also, so we know that you're not here. No, but so I finally beat. I finally was able to play and beat Final Fantasy VII Remake. As I beat it last. I beat it in two. I think I beat it on Wednesday. Hey, that's LPH. Apparently they fixed that last year's kerfuffles.
Well, it still has glitches. Have y'all seen some of them?
No, but
they're pretty funny.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're glitches, but like, I'm assuming at least they're not. What? 20? What was it? 2K20?
Yeah, I know. WWE's like on the fence. They might go to EA. I think that's what they're saying. They might just drop 2K because I think their deal with them is coming up. Let's see, I think they had a 9-year deal. Yeah, or Ukes left then, so I don't think Ukes is gonna associate with WWE games anymore.
I don't know who they are, but all right.
Yeah, they were like a real big back in the day.
I mean, anyway. Oh wow. So apparently, oh nice. I haven't even started on mine.
Yeah. I remember when I was downloading Gran Turismo Sport, it took like 3 hours or something like that, so I like rearranged furniture and did random stuff.
So far, I've been like downloading stuff when I go to bed. Like, yeah. Apparently, at least for what I noticed, PS5 doesn't like occasionally break connection in between. For me, it was just because I kept having games in the background because I was. Yeah. He is the boss of this map.
I thought about getting 2K22, but they They changed the controller layout, so I was like, I'm not.
Usually they usually will have legacy layouts stuff like that for. It's just that they want to be like, hey, we have a new layout.
Yeah.
Try it out. It's cool, right?
'Cause I think what's the earlier 2K games had, yeah, they carried it over from the SmackDown vs. Raw games.
Lodrum says that beam rifle bullets mech is using kind of looks like the ones in Gun of Wings with the extended barrel, the Leo beam rifle or the OZ beam rifle. I mean, it looks like that one. A
mishmash of like Gundams from Wing or something.
LPH says they don't this year, so whatever.
Oh yeah, they don't have legacy
about.
controls.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, then it sucks.
It's like the controller scheme they got now is whack. Like
I would not know. I never played any of the only wrestling games. Games I've ever played is the Saturday Night Slam, the one on the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah. The Capcom?
Yeah, the actually kind of cool Capcom one, and both Rumble Roses games.
I think Ukes did the Rumble Roses games, like the.
I could check. I'm sitting here from my computer. Can't spell because I.
Because it was based off of
it's Ukes.
Yeah.
Future Media. Yeah.
Ukes. They owned New Japan Pro Wrestling for a little bit too. Yep. They. Yeah.
Sure.
If I remember right, they bought them.
When did I ever look at this game? What now? Oh yeah. It hurts the fucking. I do that on every 3 months. I have multiple mornings where I will pull my the cow muscles, and I have to jump out of my bed to put my fucking foot down so it can so the muscle will relax. Let's see. Lodrum says I downloaded a bunch of sound files from my lightsaber. This hobby is draining my wallet even faster now. And then LPH says. LPS says, the problem is the fans don't like changes, and yet Pokemon is doing the same old crap every Pokemon generation. I would have agreed with you if it weren't for Arceus, and now from what it looks like, the new generation, Generation 9, looks to at least... They look to stop now having those random, battles that we used to have, and now you actually battle Pokemon in the open, in the arena you're in. There's no, time to go in a separate battle sphere, you know? I don't know. I mean, most fans are like this. Unless the franchise has always been I think the problem is because she's in front of the Gigan Scudo, and they will target anyone that is closest in, I know. I'm just saying. The thing is that... Yeah. That's one of the good things, because now, you don't have to, you can see, I always liked the thing. That's why I kind of liked when you went to open world in Sword and Shield, was that you saw the Pokemon and be like, no, fuck. You just kept. And Arceus is doing the same thing, And from what it looks like, Gen 9 is going to do the same thing. So it's like now it's going to be open and you just can like move around. Fun thing, I think the newest Super Rogue War, you can actually turn off if the enemies, and when it's you, they are back on the animation, so you don't have to constantly turn on and off.
Oh.
But the thing is that with fans, all that, because like that's always been a thing. Like unless a franchise has been known to like every new game is kind of different, so it's easy to expect difference, you know. Because if you get the same thing, and that's the problem like with yearly stuff, the moment you change anything, you immediately get like fans revolting. Like it's one of those things, you know.
You alienate your base fan base.
For me, I think it's because they didn't sell that well. Yeah, and the fans are gonna usually like that's why like Final Fantasy or stuff like that, or like how the Zelda games can have like kind of like tried to change the formula, and sometimes it's been working, and sometimes it hasn't. But like Final Fantasy, because every game is just with the name moniker, but like the stories and characters, and which means you can change up gameplay with every new main line or sideline. You can change without people being like, I hate it now, because it's expected.
The thing with the wrestling games were a couple years ago, whenever they came out with 2K20, and then Luke Ukes left in the middle of while they were making the game, is that we're not helping you anymore. We're tired of fixing all this stuff. 2K changed the control scheme. They switched like 2 buttons around, or 2 or 3 buttons, and they asked them, and they were like, "What was like the reason to change like the control scheme?" Because they didn't add anything else in there for any of the other buttons to do, so there wasn't any reason to change it. It was like they just changed it so they could say added as a new it was a new thing that they added into the game, and I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna read that. Lord Doom says people look at it from a perspective of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In some regard, yes, I agree with him on that. So if you change anything, that introduces the possibility that you're destroying the reason they got into the game. Like putting easy mode in Souls games. Lord Doom says he's 100% against it. And I agree with him too. Like, putting easy mode on... Like, a lot of people... When you hear people... I say people, it's when you read articles complaining that Elden Ring, Sekiro, whatever the next Souls game is gonna, big Souls game is gonna be, you get, it's the same iteration being spewed again. It's like, we need easy mode, but you will hear the counter argue of people that play them or don't, is that then it's not meant for you. If you can't get past the difficulty and willing to learn past its difficulty, then it was never meant for you in the beginning. Lord Doom says people talk about accessibility when it comes to difficulty, and in his response is, too bad. Sometimes in life there are things you can't do. Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like, I never liked. I'm not really into the Dark Souls games, because that gameplay promotes more of a passive game style. Like, you wait, you work in circles. Well, for me, I feel like in Bloodborne, it encouraged being offensive. You're supposed to be aggressive in that game. Lord Doom has a point. Lordum says, if you can't climb Mount Everest, nobody's going to come up to you and go, here's the easy way up. Just take 10 steps and you're there. But all right. Oh yeah. I mean, skill ceiling is like what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have Ash Blossom. You need to have Max, even if that's not the archetype you're playing. What? And it's not fun. That's how it is. That's how to get. That's how. So the dark side took over. The meta side took over you. Oh, did he? I was. Oh, you're hoping for scooping. You're hoping they're gonna scoop. Let's see here. Don't forget to point down. Yeah, no. So Lordum says this was in my response to why I prefer Bloodborne over Dark Souls. Yeah, I'll get that too. Lordum says that's why they took the shield out in Bloodborne and it changed, and I loved it. And he's loved it because he's an aggressive player, kind of like myself. I prefer to be more. What? Oh, so they haven't heard you? Ah, shit.
Now they hear me.
You gotta check that.
Now they hear me. Hi, Lord Doom. Yes, I was talking. I was telling a story about.
Oh.
Oh well. To recap.
Oh man, I should have.
Alex,
checked that. My bad.
recap. For while I continue playing. Oh lordy.
All right.
They heard you, Star Child, and you, Alex. But
I heard the story. So if you want, I will start to recap.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys didn't hear was that Jerry has been, as we know, Jerry's been playing, started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 months ago when Master Duel came out, and normally he plays his Synchro and Dark Lord deck, but unfortunately he's been on a losing streak, so he finally caved in and made a, what was the deck called?
Drytron.
Tritron?
Drytron
deck. That basically right now is the current top meta deck. Even more broken than another top meta deck. But here's the kicker. Jerry doesn't know how to use the deck in its full potential. So he loads up his next match and and as he plays, he shows off some the I'm assuming 2 main cards of the deck that kind of like defines the deck. And what his opponent does then, as he saw those being played, he immediately scooped, and Jerry won the match. And Jerry won because he was bluffing, because Jerry doesn't know how to play the deck, but he was hoping that they would not know that.
Exactly.
So so Lord Doom, you should tell that to your friends.
Yeah, that's what I was
Jerry learned it from you, of like fake it until you make it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. That's why I'm like, yes. LPS does say, look. LPS says, look. He don't like Dark Souls, but why need an easy mode for that? Simple, because of FOMO. It's the newest hot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Elden Ring is the new hot. It's the new hot shit for the next like 2 months until the next big thing come out. But like right now, it's the game to play. And by not being able to get far because the game is being way too hard for you and you're getting nowhere, you're missing out all the cool stuff that the game provided, especially since it's made by with Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki, the dude that's been doing the game prior, except for Dark Souls 2, and J.R. Martin is part of this too. It's a collaboration. So, and this game is massive. Apparently, from my understanding, I'm not sure. You can't correct me if anyone knows this. It's basically Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 in one game of the scope of how big the game is. It's massive. So it's one of those things like, and not being able to access the entire world makes you miss out a shit ton of stuff, which means you can't make and especially since a lot of these gaming websites need to know, so they can make these, either clickbaity articles or, when people search for answers, that they're going to find their I'm looking for the name again. Their article on like how to get X, so they can give us mini guides on certain things, because that's how they get clicks too. Because a game as massive as Elden Ring, there's going to be a lot of people want to do understanding on like, what do I do here? How do I get this thing? How do I start this quest line? Because apparently there's a lot of quests in this game, but a lot of them are missable.
LPH mentioned something earlier. I didn't notice that. He said he plays Yakuza on easy mode because of the story. That's what I do too.
I do.
Yep, I played 3 on easy and I played 4 on easy. I don't even care. I just want to beat them.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
I'm only playing Lost Judgment on Legend, just because I happen to play that so much. I actually learned how to get good, but it's not a common thing for me.
The thing is, I can say this too. I don't like if it's a game I really want to play. If it doesn't have difficulty, fine. It doesn't have difficulty selection, I'll play the game anyway. But if it does,
that's why it's like about 7. Didn't have a slider.
Yeah, that's one of my major things. But I have a lot of issues with 7 in general. And everything comes from the gameplay wise. But of course, I will usually play on easy difficulty because I'm there for the story. I play Persona games on easy. I don't give a fuck that they're meant to be.
I play Persona especially on easy.
I play.
It's already hard enough remembering the dago on social.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna read through a lot of here now because we're missing a lot. Lord says the only explanation I've heard LP is, well, I should be able to play the game since I bought it, which is fair, but by their logic, no game should have any level of difficulty beyond easy. LPH wrote, and if I want to play a game with hard mode, it's okay, but I'll still play it with normal mode. True, that's like difficulty doesn't matter if it's hard or easy. Like Lord Doom just says at its core though, it's just people in the first world country complaining because they don't have an actual problem in their lives. So they need to feel like they have some kind of struggle or something. And Lord Doom is going by was asking if you were talking because he was muted.
OBS.
I play Yakuza games on easy mode because I'm for story mode. After that, any mode is completely for me. Yeah, I do that too. Then Lord Doom said, "Well, guess what? Too bad. I was born with a condition that means I can't hang out on beaches because the sun kills me. So, is anybody gonna build an indoor beach for me that perfectly simulates a real beach? No. Well, then you're a hypocrite and should be quiet." Fun thing, Lord Doom. I know of there is a German, what's it called? Swim?
Beach show?
There's a, oh my god,
Making up fake Spanish for a German word. That's me right here.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to understand what the word for like a pool. It's not a real pool. Okay, so yeah, an indoor pool in Germany where they actually have like beach sand and everything, and it's like it's inside a building. And on some days they will open the building up to like actual sunlight go in, but like there is a place in Germany. At least I don't know if it exists anymore, but I remember back in the day when we were planning on vacation through Europe for a couple of weeks, my family. That was one of the places we were thinking of going to, but we never went there.
Let me read this. Lord Doom said, "How do I become Guts?" Well, get a friend that will do stuff on an eclipse.
Well, first of all, be born under.
Oh, hey, there's Sanger! Hold on a second, we gotta stop your Sanger on screen.
Ah, yeah. Alright, Gilliam, shield, not Weaver. Ah, just Boost Knuckles?
Lord Doom said, "Not like that, cows."
Well, yeah, so you want to become Guts, simple. You become an orphan, you get brought up by a sleazy guy.
Lord Doom said, I just want to be him in Elden Ring. Like, well, we took it as...
I thought you wanted to become Guts, because like, I was really like, then you meet your best friend, then you realize you can't be best friends because he is beyond your reach. You leave, he gets a psychotic breakdown, eventually he almost tried to off himself while at the same time having this weird egg-shaped stone. Then during an eclipse, shit goes down. Let's see, Lord Doom said, "I had a friend that makes argument about souls. It should be uneasy so I can experience the story." So Lord Doom said back that the story has to be pieced together. If you aren't going to do the work to get good at the game, then why should they believe you're good to work for the story? You're just gonna get to the end and go, "I don't understand the story. This game sucks." And then he said he can't go camping either because of this condition.
Star Chelsea?
It's kind of like how they say, where just because you can buy a game doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, I mean, one of the hit games just released yesterday was GT7, and I couldn't get to.
It's huge. Yeah. It's not huge.
I don't really care about the game, but like, you don't see me like really getting the game. Just like, it's not for me. I know it's not for me. But you're not seeing me here, like, demanding that the game should act like an arcade racer, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of like, I think it's like a mental thing, you know? Nowadays, games is like, I think people buy games to get into like a social type thing.
Games
like school.
I mean,
they say
yeah,
this guy's got this game. I want to be cool like him, so I'm gonna go buy.
Apparently, Star Child, Lord Doom loved that point you had. When you said
About just because you can doesn't mean you should.
yeah.
Yeah.
Said, oh my God, Star Child killed him with that. Yeah, because I don't demand that Gran Turismo has an arcade racing mode where like everything is it's fucking Initial D.
Yeah.
That's not the appeal of the series. The appeal is the high details of the cars, the driving, and all that.
Lord Doom said, he said he only likes racing in GTA, but he's not going to start trying to force every racing game to be like GTA 5.
Honestly, one game that had like an amazing good racing game was Sleeping Dogs. Because
I was about to bring that up. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs had. It's funny how you could like totally ignore that part, but that's pretty good.
It's solely because apparently the devs have been doing racing games prior to it, so like they already knew how to do it. So that's one of the reasons.
Or Doom even agreed. Sleeping Dogs is amazing for racing.
Yeah,
Really.
I don't like racing games for open world because they're usually garbage. But the driving in that game was really good because again, it was made by devs who knew how to do drive mechanics. Apparently, Doom had forgot about that game.
I play Sleeping Dogs like I play Shenmue. I'll play it like every once a year or every I'll restart the story. I do that with Shenmue too.
Yeah, like kind of like play X or A Link to the Past. Like for me, it's like those games I try to play yearly. But no, it's always that's always going to be the thing. Like it's people. You're always going to have the people looking for a problem when it comes to gaming, because as you also mentioned, Starshaw, of the whole like, because it's a new thing, they want to be part of a group who's playing the game.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's become. Gaming has evolved to such a point that it's not a bit like it's not such a big social stigma to play video games as it used to be. Because now it's cool. Now it's a part of video games are a thing. You play video games. Everyone plays something. You play like interview. So you will meet someone who plays like they don't play games, but they will usually just be like, oh no, but I play like FIFA or something like that because FIFA is like EA.
Lord Doom says something that I completely agree with.
But that's because I generally don't like football in general. I find that to be one of the most boring sports in the world.
Lord Doom says something I completely agree with. I don't like the idea of people coming in that aren't fans coming in saying to the hardcore fans, this thing needs to appeal less to you and more to me, person that spent time and money investing into this thing that I haven't.
Welcome to the current leftist mindset.
I haven't seen a lot of it, but I'm kind of seeing that with the Yakuza fans and the new fans coming in being like, this part needs to change. This part's gross. They need to stop doing this. I'm like, what?
That's how I felt for the Monster Hunter.
Y'all just started with 6 or 0 or 7. Y'all want to come in now?
That's what I felt about Monster Hunter World, because like you have all of these people, because of Monster Hunter World changed its entire appeal, because it became more the graphics became more modernized, it became more streamlined and more open for people to play, and you have all of these like
LPH. That's so true. Yep.
You have the people who just start playing Monster Hunter through World, and then act like they understand the series. They are the super fans. They are the ones who've been playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
They are on the same level of anyone who played back in the OG PlayStation 2 days when the first game came out. When you used the right stick to attack, you used the fucking right stick to swing around. Or when you played the PSP days, when you fucking had to use the claw grip, where you had it so your index finger was on the D-pad, because the D-pad controlled the camera, and then you had your thumb on that little PSP nub,
Yep.
That garbage PSP nub.
I remember that. I had 2 PSPs.
Yeah. So like that became known in the community as the claw grip, because you had to have this weird grip to being able, because you need to get the shoulder buttons in, because you need to hold them in to scroll through your items. And then it came out on the Wii. It actually came out on the Wii and the Wii U and the 3DS. And sure, the 3DS actually got a little more in because it became on a more mainstream computer, because everyone owned an E3DS. 3DS was Nintendo's like biggest, was next to like the Game Boy and the DS was like some of the best selling one, because everyone had a different version of a DS. Then it came World, and in came every person who's never who never looked at Monster Hunter World as something legit. And it became like the main great game. Everyone loves it. Everyone understands like the next game should not called Monster Hunter 6. It should called Monster Hunter World 2, because that's how you that's how you brand it. That's how you.
Elder Scrolls 6. They should call it Skyrim 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Doom says something that's the root behind the add easy mode to Dark Souls argument. Make the games more casual. The answer is no. The game isn't for you. And LPA says about the fans coming new that he deals with that in wrestling every day. That's true. I've seen it with AEW fans. I love AEW. But I've seen it a lot with AEW fans because they're like new to wrestling and like.
It's not like you shouldn't encourage new people, but like you should also kind of do a bit of gatekeeping, like challenging them and being like, oh, have you played the other ones then? Do you understand how like naming the games works? Do you understand how? Because I've actually.
Lord Doom said, it's where that idea that if something becomes mainstream, it becomes trash comes from, because it's an actual thing that happens. Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, because I remember like, and I like this guy. I still like him, Maximilian Dude. He had never played a single Monster Hunter game up until World. He loves World. It became one of his like main games he streamed for a long ass while when the game came out, and all that. But when they were talking about putting like how to number the sequel, that's one of the times when I'm being like, Max, you don't understand how the series works. Next one, no matter what, it's not going to call Monster Hunter World 2, because it's not going to be the same name. The thing about the Monster Hunter franchise, is that every time a new game comes out in the mainline, or be it a side game, is that they always bring in something different from its from its predecessors. You will sometimes take something back from the old games, but it will always introduce something new. The new part of World or Monster Hunter 5 was the more streamlined, the scout flight was more open areas instead of having zones in the area. No loading zones anymore. Everything was open-ended. But the whole arguing thing of like what the next game was going to call, the thing is that the game's name is a title and a symbol of what the game was supposed to be. And
LP says, I really hate gatekeeping and stuff I like.
Yeah, I do too. But sometimes unfortunately, you're gonna have to, because otherwise, if you accept everyone.
What I think like, instead of calling it like gatekeeping, like the proper way, like it's like say, hey, like this is what the fandom is about. You should know this or something like that.
Yeah, like it's
not saying you can't come, but you should definitely do, like. And if you're not about this, maybe you shouldn't be here. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's why I usually tell people up at work, like if I'm telling them about a game, I'll be like, I would go on Twitch and watch somebody play it before you buy it. That way you don't like buy something and you're like, man,
like,
this is dumb.
Do some research on like, if you never
quality assurance. Call it that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lodum says, I can see the argument. Call it Monster Hunter World 2 because the casuals are too dumb to research. yeah, because that's what's the argument. Because like everyone understand that everyone who came in for World now understand that World 2 is the next main. But the thing is that the devs over at Monster Hunter, the main devs, because they always have a and B team. The A team always makes the main line. The B team always makes the side spin-off games. Like Rise was a B team effort, while World was the A team. With World also significant and different change in how they titled. There is no more numbers. So there is going to be no World 2 because the numbers are gone. Because the title. So when the next main line comes out, that will be its title, but it's not going to have a number. It's not World 2. It's not Monster Hunter 6 or I don't know. What's it called? Not a pentagon, but what's it called? A sexagon or something like that? I don't fucking know. Like
what? When it has 6 sides?
Yeah.
Hexagon.
Hexagon, thank you, something. They're like, so like it's not gonna have like that might be the title. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Just like they use.
Street Fighter 6 is already using the hexagon.
Yeah,
that they fought.
Fucking default art. So whatever the next one is gonna be, is gonna have a title with no number. Lord Doom goes with the gatekeeping thing is that it's called quality insurance.
Oh yeah,
instead.
I said that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. But we're gonna Giga Wide Blaster everybody, so.
Make sure your energy is holding up because you only have 95 on the front.
But you know.
Lord Doom says.
Ships just got a lot of. The ships are just damaged sponges. Yeah.
Yeah, Lord says, it's pretty much like going to another country that doesn't speak English and saying, you should speak English because I'm here now. You shouldn't change your whole naming convention because I'm playing the games now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's just that it's frustrating when you see people outside finally joining a franchise you've been playing for years. And then act like they understand how to draw in people, how it all works, you know. Like they've been there, like they've been playing this franchise for years. As we said, also a good example is Yakuza. I've been a fan of the series since the 3rd game. I played the other 2. I played the spin-offs. I played the side game. I played 0. I played 4 and 5. I played 4 and 5 when it got fucking shadow released, when like no one fucking knew they were there.
Yep.
I remember 5. I was fucking. I just stumbled upon it because I saw an article being like, Yakuza 5 just came out. I was like, it did?
Yeah.
I fucking scurried. I was like, because this was around when the PS4 was kind of new, so I remember like booting up a PS3, which I had barely fucking boot up since like.
I never had the room to download Yakuza 5.
I made room. I deleted shit just to make room, and I
don't want to evade. I just want to. Boy. And because of the attitudes, what would be called bad gamer? Sorry, elitist.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Heck, I can even do that with the Yakuza. Like I told you, the Yakuza. I've been playing literally since the first one.
Yeah, you play literally with me, but I don't have like a.
and yet, yeah. Just because when I was younger, I was a big Yakuza mark. Because I saw a movie called Dead or Alive 2. Which is not related to the video games, it is a Yakuza movie. And I was like, that's cool.
Types. You don't want to destroy the things you love or like in service of getting people in. Elitist.
Yeah.
Honest, I mean, because like, that's the frustrating part, is that with the Yakuza franchise, when I got into it, it's like it was a niche series. I remember 4 and 5 was not even like was barely like we had to pray for it.
Yeah, because Dead Souls didn't do so hot.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, 5 was translated by one person when he had a time. That's why it took so long for us to get 5.
Oh wow, jeez.
It was basically a one-man project of the localization.
Here we go, Dead or Alive 2. Birds. That was
Uh,
a movie. Dead or Alive 2 Birds, and guess who
Lord
directed
Doom's-
it? Beat
Who?
Takeshi.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what made me like all those because I was like, this reminds me of that movie. Which the Yakuza games were obviously inspired by Beat Takeshi, so.
Yeah, of course. Ludum says, I've gotten to the point where I just roll with it when people call me that. The leader stuff. It gets thrown around so much that it has no meaning to him. And, I mean, it's the same thing of the people using the fucking word, and I hate using the word. It's like using the word "cuck" and all that now. It has no fucking
Or
meaning,
cringe.
and people fucking stop using it now because of it.
Yeah, the word cringe used to actually mean
That
something.
too.
Now it's every like.
Well, I
Sometimes they
think
use it
cringe is-
properly, and sometimes it's just I'm like, yeah, like
I think now it's becoming too bad because like the whole cringe, that the whole YouTube like cringe culture is kind of like dying. Of like, hey, look at cringy stuff.
that
No,
has
that has
meaning.
meaning.
That's
It
very-
has very. Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
know,
does.
but like people,
cringe does, but a lot of people, unfortunately,
I don't know if it means about me of the cringe
Like
or the
a,
cuck thing because like that's just like I
generalize its
understand.
meaning. Yeah.
The thing is that when you throw
Oh,
around it, especially remember
cuckold?
back, I think it
well,
was
it
like
means to be
2019.
somebody cheat on.
The thing is that
Oh
when
yeah,
around
the other one. Yeah, he's on that. Yeah,
2020.
the one you were talking
when,
about. Yep.
What?
Okay.
Oh yeah. But that's what it's just that I saw like 2019, 2020, that word being thrown around like it was a goddamn swear word. Like just casually throwing out a fuck and all shit. I saw it so much, it basically had no more impact on like using it. I know, but like it's still kind of like it depends on how you use it. And if you use it in a more like funny way, but then it's some people that I know that use it in such a casual way, it like has no fucking impact anymore.
Well, I think
Like
it's
they
hilarious,
say,
too.
too much of anything can be a
Well, yeah.
a bad
You
thing.
hear it all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean, Logan. Like some things needs to be used sparingly because otherwise it just
Yeah.
ruins it.
Plus, a lot of those words nowadays they like generalize them like into
I
stuff
mean, the
that
word
they don't
literally.
even relate to anymore.
word- The word
Yeah.
literally means
Literally.
extremely or like hyperbolic, like or very.
Yeah.
When that's not what literally means.
No, literally means that you're gonna do it in a literal fashion. Ladrone says he used it for comedic purposes, but
apparently I
only
gotta
every once in a while.
I don't know what's
No,
going
it
on.
doesn't. No, don't entertain that.
I'm lost.
Those people are wrong. I mean, it means that because of the word literally, like people use it in such a, like, in not what it's not supposed to
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like I'm literally so pissed off right now, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed it's also people in my neighborhood.
I'm literally gonna shoot you now. Like, oh, are you? Yeah, I'm literally on fire right now.
Yeah, exactly. Where I'm literally shaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm literally so tired right now, guys.
Aren't you?
Actually, I'm pretty tired, but not so
You're
tired
always
that I'm
tired.
literally so tired. I just said that just like to mess with Lord Doom. It's not much. It's not often you can mess with him. So when you get the chance, you do it. You literally just do it.
Don't worry, I'll retell my Yu-Gi-Oh thing when we're streaming the Hero Clubs. Which unless Metal's OBS is messed up, which has happened. Just like it today with me, it's happened to him. Or do you found my weakness?
Apparently, I found his weakness using literally in the wrong way. Who knew it was that simple? It was literally that simple, guys.
For one answer, oh boy.
Well, until we can find my weakness, Lord Doom, I'm still winning. Wow, was that 52 hit points left for that thing?
Yep.
I still need to finish that relayer demo.
That demo's so friggin' huge.
Yeah.
But that relay thing you were talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
How big
basically
is it?
like this.
I was
Tell
like,
him
is
how
this
long-
the whole game?
Yeah. You were playing for how many hours?
I
7?
think 5, almost 6.
That many hours.
6 hours? But what?
Yeah. And it's,
I think
It has
the
like
longest
a
depth
lot
I
of
ever fucking played was
talking
like
between
was
it,
like
but-
was like 2 hours.
like, it's so long. That I'm hoping that they that it has a thing where you can friggin'
Yeah, you can like steamroll through the like all the talking and everything.
I'll say that, like, I hope your save carries over for all the.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Especially for people that probably been playing it a whole bunch, because you can do on that game kind of like on the Langrisser games, you can revert back to other missions and redo them, I guess, for
Awesome.
money or whatever. So I wonder how many people are just like doing that over and over and over again to boost their stuff.
So I
But,
need to talk about
yeah.
something completely different right now because apparently this has just rolled over on my feed.
Oh, boy.
Apparently McDonald's are closing everywhere in Russia, and people are like
Oh yeah.
flocking to like the last open one to get their one last Big Mac. People are even like buying them normally and then selling them.
Sanger.
for
He says, "Do not fear."
Holy crap, he's fast. Yeah, Russia, do not fear. Speaking of this war, I know this is very petty of me to be this angry, but apparently did you hear what happened to Advance Wars reboot? It's getting pushed back because according to Nintendo, in light of current events, it would not be good to release this game. And apparently rumors are floating around that they might gonna quietly cancel Advance Wars. Because apparently,
What?
Because it has war in the title, or
well, it's a war game. It's a war strategy.
yeah.
Oh man.
And I'm kind like a part of me is very pissed off because like it's like we are a week 14 15, 16, 17, 20 days from its like roughly 3 weeks from its initial release, and this is the and there is no estimated time of when it's supposed to get back on. They've even removed the game on the e-store, and anyone who pre-ordered it and paid money are getting the money back.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, don't tell me you're gonna fucking cancel this game. I've been waiting for this since fucking last year.
Right?
I was there, fucking super excited, and it got pushed back in December, it got pushed back in February, and now because Putin apparently fucking decided to be a massive fucking dickweed, I'm not getting my Advance Wars.
Kind of like that
And I know
Gungrave game that they were going to come out with
Yeah, what happened to that?
last year.
Yeah.
They said it's coming out this year sometime.
I don't
They
know.
said
don't
coming
know,
2022.
LPA said 2020 is gonna be the most crazy decade. Lord, I'm really beyond angry at that news.
Yeah, me too. Because like, I mean, I know it's petty to me be angry of that. It's a game, yes, but it's also like this could have been the game to maybe revive, like put lit a new fire in the franchise. Because we haven't got one since the DS games. Because like the last game was not really well received. And I'm just like I understand, but at the same time, it's a video game. Yeah. I mean, some people are kind of like the same thing. It's like now people are growing a conscience. Like if that's the case, like we haven't had wars for years, but you don't see Activision fucking canceling, pushing their COD games because some people wants to argue that like it's a war game. You're maybe not supposed to make games about war, but at the same time, if that's the case, why do we make games about anything? Why do we make mystery games? It's murder.
Right. I know, right?
Lord Doom says he don't even play Advanced Wars. That sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. LPS then says Russia messed up everything. Yeah.
Oh, Sanger's going nuts on us now.
Oh shit, he's just going full on. He's gonna go walk there. Yep. Lord Doom then says, I mean, by their logic, why make games depicting anything bad? There's someone suffering somewhere. Stop making games. Yeah, yeah. That's what I said. I said that.
That was a crit. I guess the Gigan Scudo is going to be fine.
Damn.
771.
Yeah, no. I mean, I remember this back in the day. I remember there was something similar. Like, I remember back in the day, it was something like, I had the same argument or like something. So like, if that's the case, why not?
I like how that thing's point blank and it said it had 0% chance to hit kill you.
Yeah,
Point blank range. Lord Doom said, I know this is bad for me to want, but I actually wanted Sanger to one-shot Tasku.
I think he's deliberately holding back because he,
But only Sanger. No one else.
The only reason Sanger would lose is either he's holding back or someone is more or less on his same strength, which rarely happens.
And the only people that aren't even, they're not even in this game. The ones we were showing off that were his rivals. Yeah.
Sanger doesn't lose.
Oh man, I can't wait for him to get his upgrade. He just decides not to win. Oh, like Chuck Norris.
Yeah, like Chuck Norris said, there's no such thing as endangered species. There's only the species that Chuck Norris hasn't killed yet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're in 2022 and we're doing Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's like
I love them. I
never get old.
I like Chuck Norris jokes.
1982 in my heart.
Did you know that Chuck Norris doesn't read? He just stares at a page and the letters just like gets there.
Yes, Lord Doom, that's my bring him back from the Sanger. Yes.
Yeah, just replace Sanger with just replace Chuck Norris with Sanger.
Why they gotta be dodgy now? He's dodgy. Dodgy McDodgers. Always dodgy.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Time waits for no man, unless that man is Sanger. If you spell Sangers and scramble, you win forever.
How does she only have like 60% chance?
Sanger has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning.
Because then people that aren't in have to go, who is Sanger? And the conversation has to start. It's brilliant. That's a good marketing strategy right there, yeah.
Sanger does not sleep, he waits.
Remember how he walks in space? There's gotta be something for that. Like, Sanger doesn't need to fly in space. He just creates ground. I don't know. He can swim through land. Like, that's basically a Sanger in space.
Sanger can dribble a bowling ball. I'm just looking at 101 fucking Chuck Norris and just replacing Chuck Norris with Sanger.
All it works.
Chuck Norris, Sanger can count to infinity twice.
Am I supposed to destroy all these? Because, like, some of those spaceships got like 40,000 plus HP.
I think you're supposed to kind of like ignore technically those and just go for like the main bosses and the low one.
So yeah, I beat the chick. I think I beat Sanger now somehow.
Like their commanders or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Do I have to?
Oh,
Government pays taxes to Sanger.
Or you remember on that Armageddon movie when they were trying to like broker deals with the government? They said, "Do you think you could bring back 8 tracks?" He said, I don't know about that.
Lord Doom, you will like this one. Sanger does not hunt because the word hunting implies the possibility of failures. Sanger goes killing.
That's it. Yeah, Katina. You ain't gonna do nothing. All about the same garbage. Like, see that intrusive grass. Have at you. That's all he says, have at you. How about you go and die, Katina?
Chuck Norris, Sanger never retreats. He just attacks in the opposite direction.
What they ought to do is like go into this game and just change her sprite to somebody else, like a different, or not the sprite, but you know, like the little character picture.
Yeah, the profile picture.
Yeah, just like go in there and change it to somebody else, and then
Oh,
change her.
here we go.
there.
Sanger. He sort of cleaves evil. What you gonna do now, Katina? Always talking that game like you good. You ain't good. You got no hand skills. Got nothing.
He's got cut like bread.
Wow, someone made a modern version of a Chuck
Yeah.
Norris.
All right.
Is she dead? Okay, she's dead.
Woo! Oh, it's time. People are like, why are you cheering? You need an ally. No, I will cheer that all day.
The moment we need to have a finite numbers of suits, she will never get picked again.
Mm-hmm.
Someone apparently made a bottom joke of Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was exposed to coronavirus. The virus is now in quarantine for a month.
Thank you.
I know on that Megaton Musashi game, one of the special attacks looks like that, where you like take out a big sword and just go like cut him right down the middle.
Exactly. Lord Doom said it. I need an ally, but not her.
Sanger doesn't dodge bullets. Bullet dodge Sanger.
Ah.
We're living in an expanded universe. All of it's trying to get away from Sanger.
It's a typo. His determination is formidable. You mean his?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Ishiki. Hyakushiki. Type 100. Remember that? We were like, what are you doing?
GBO2?
Yeah. Type 100. You mean Hyakushiki? We were like all confused.
It's like people would know what it is if they saw the picture of it, but if you told them, yeah, Type 100's cool, they're gonna be like, what's this guy talking about? 100 of what?
Yeah, exactly.
$100?
Going strong, Brooklyn. Not like your lazy cousin Queens over there. York.
Oh my god. What is this fucking thing? Just keep.
Oh, it is penis. Suggestive cannon. You know, that's what I call it. Ah, I dodged it. He said, be gone, weakling. Straight up. Be gone, weakling. Didn't even touch him. Oh boy, you about to get cleaved by you. Eyes open. Yep.
What is it? Let's say something dead. This center of the universe is slowly luring away drawing everything towards itself. That thing is Sanger in his neck. He's tired of our garbage, so he's drawing us in to catch the hands. And the planets themselves cannot resist his call. Oh, the bullet. Did Bullet dodge?
Really?
No, like, yeah,
Yeah.
like in the game. Like, did he actually dodge the fucking,
Yeah, some-
Zanger's big ass
Somehow.
cleave? Oh yeah. Speaking of something completely different, State of Play. What do you think about
I can't believe we didn't bring that up.
more action-packed Gundam game?
Yeah, Gundam Evolve or Evolution and Cowabunga Collection.
I'm
Ninja
surprised
Turtles?
about that one. That one actually
I
kind of.
didn't see the
And a new
the Gundam
Valkyrie
one. I have
game.
to
A
look
new
it up.
Valkyrie profile game. That would. And a not Final Fantasy Tactics.
I was actually surprised by the Valkyrie. We're finally getting a sequel to Valkyrie Profile. I was just like, oh my god, this looks like Valkyrie Profile.
I was like, oh snap, is this Valkyrie profile?
Evolution. Gundam Evolution is called.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe I'll play with that game with you guys, because that seems to be more up my alley.
And more JoJo LPH. That's right, they did. They had the All-Star Battle R.
Oh yeah, that's one I'm also kind of looking forward to, because like they're apparently adding more story, characters, everything like.
Oh yeah, I remember the Gundam Evolution. Yeah, I remember seeing that trailer a while back.
It looks interesting. It looks more like up my alley. It looks a bit more action-packed, fast-paced compared to GBO.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm not skipping the animation. Sanger's just keep. Sanger just
you're hammering
cannot
syrup.
allow
You're
me
hammering syrup
to.
and all that. Yeah.
Oh no, Kyosuke.
Oh shit.
Okay, now I'm scared. Okay, Katina and Russell, but Kyosuke. Oh no, that's bad. Dang, bro, Kyosuke, huh? Here's where I'm like, I keep thinking I trained them well, but I don't, apparently. I don't know. I think I know. I don't know. Oh, that's Mayer.
That Ninja Turtle collection looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
I saw that 3 of the games will have online playability.
I'm assuming it's gonna be, the Turtles in
arcade
Time.
game.
Yeah,
Turtles in Time and probably Hyperstone Heist if I remember right.
probably.
And it has the Japanese versions on there as well.
There's that game that I haven't played. That kind of like.
I'm so happy to see Tournament Fighters come back.
Yeah. I
What's
wonder
coming back?
if that collection is going to come out before the new game comes out.
From what it looks like, yeah, it's coming out pretty soon.
Because they don't have a set date for either one of them, do they?
No, all it said about this coming out this year.
Yeah, just said this year. That could be December 25th at 11:59.
You're right.
Yeah.
It could be. LPH is hyped for the collection. Then I talked about Skip. He won't let me skip. He said, you talked about Skippy's animations and he heard you.
Yeah. That's like skipping somebody else's entrance in one of them wrestling games.
Yeah, you just somehow skip it, sometimes just won't. Oh, there he is again. Murdering us all. Now Sanger would probably will himself to make Yujiro Hanma look like a punk. Probably. That's how
Probably.
Sanger be. Yujiro, I'm the strongest creature. Sanger, hold my beer.
Haha, no, you're not. Especially since technically Baki got beat him, so technically Baki's stronger.
Oh, did I tell you about Jack?
Jack Kama?
Yeah.
You mean his half brother?
Did I tell you? I told Lord Doom, but I guess I didn't tell you that the manga's still going, right?
Yeah.
The new big tough guy is this sumo wrestler named Sukune. This guy is literally up there. He's up there with oh hey.
Yeah, it was able to get him low enough.
So what was I saying? Oh
We're
yeah.
not done. You still need to.
Oh shoot! But at least it's the damage sponges. So the only problem with them is they take a lot of damage, but they're not particularly threats.
No, but you still have the main ship you need to defeat. That's gonna. Yeah, that's the one Albatross we probably need to focus on.
Oh, that's the one. Meyer.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
Jack
just-
Hanma was fighting this Sukune guy who he's like Pickle, right?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't do what Pickle does, the eating and the molesting. But,
no, he's equally.
but yeah. He's that level, right? And Jack usually loses these things. He's the Vegeta Baki. Even though he's tough, like he's up there, but he just can't get it quite done. Well, guess what happened in latest chapter of Baki? Jack fought Sukune after everything, and Jack won. And people are like,
Really?
"Holy crap, Itagaki! You're doing something that Toriyama won't do. Give the other guy the win."
I mean, that's
Who
the
you
thing,
say is supposed to be equal
creator
to the main
of Baki is
character.
that he's actually willing to give other. Like, I remember, like the whole, like the what was it, the Deadly Four, what the fuck it was, the escape
Yeah.
artist, like in the first like
Yeah.
big,
Yeah.
yeah, because
What I
like
like about it is
It's like-
in Baki, nobody's a bum in there. Everybody, everybody's cool in their own way.
yeah, because what I mean is what I'm getting is that sure they all got triggered by these super criminals got triggered by Baki probably becoming really strong at the end of the original run, Dracula Baki. But he doesn't fight. He fights one of them. Everyone else of his friends defeats the other ones.
Yep.
Like there is no like, or like the entire thing of Muhammad Ali Jr. Like the whole thing of like those two is supposed to be like this big battle that be hyping up. Man, Muhammad Ali gets fucking schooled by everyone towards like the end of that arc.
Basically, it's one-shotted, basically. Just dealt with.
Jack, that's right. Jack beat up Ali Jr.
Mhm.
and then Baki one shots him. Yeah.
Yeah.
William says he's got his lightsaber to play the immigrant song by Led Zeppelin. It would be my battle song, but I have a bunch of theme music from KOTOR.
I know on ESPN a couple years ago when they were doing that ESPN Ocho on August 8th, they had a bunch of like random sports stuff on there, and one of them was lightsaber battles where you saw people fighting against each other for real with them, with like those, I guess, like real strong lightsabers where they could actually sword fight with them.
Yeah, like Lord Doom has.
Mm-hmm.
The immigrant song is probably the best battle song. And I don't know if I got copyrighted for that. I hope not. But
I know this
Lord
is.
Doom said, "Yeah, it's an Olympic sport or something."
So they had lightsaber fighting, sumo wrestling, like roller derby. They had this other one called chess boxing, where you start playing chess for like 2
Yep.
minutes, and then they take the table out of the ring, and then you fight for 2 minutes,
Yep.
and then you just keep going back and forth until somebody either gets knocked out or loses in chess.
Yeah, you should try it, Lord Doom. I'd like to see that. Yeah, if you've done historical European martial arts, it should be too. You're right. It should be. Skills should transfer. Scalagrim believes in you. And Shadiversity and so
Like, watching lightsaber battles is like better than watching like Olympic fencing because the rules are so whack on there.
I remember seeing like a video many years ago about
Hey,
like
everybody's dying.
about the whole light saber fencing. It was pretty
I
fucking
fail
cool.
at this. I'm gonna have to grind off screen because I saved it before I like powered one up or whatever. Oh,
The thing is that even if you lose, you get to keep all the XP. You just don't get to keep the money.
Are you able to just like go back into the battle? And just keep doing... Oh, okay.
He gets to keep all the XP, and then but the thing is, he has to start all the way back from the beginning.
yeah.
Oh,
And that's
Still
the
stronger.
unfortunate part. It's like that's the problem in the later in the series is that
that's the real suffering right there.
yeah.
You gotta go
Enemies
back.
just like haha.
I mean, if you want Lord Doom, just send it on the Geek Fighter ones. I don't know what you.
Well, you can put it either in VIP or in sports.
Yeah. If you have sports, put it in there.
Yeah, we do have a sports section. Gosh, I put it there. Yeah.
So just
Ocho when I found.
Yeah, so just go in the Entertainment Sports one and go in the sports tag.
Wow. Even he lost. And you heard he said he's not such a rookie. I'm not gonna lie, I read I'm such a dookie, and I was like, what?
He said dookie.
I thought he did. Oh god, Costco's even gonna die. Well, what a bad map.
The other one was what was it called? Pizza spinning acrobatics, where they were basically breakdancing while spinning pizza dough.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something like that. I don't remember they did break, but yeah. They make pizza and they yeah.
Oh yeah, I ordered the DMC5 game for my PS5. You know, the special edition version. And I also with me. You remember a couple of like a month ago when we talked about the Turtles movies, the '90s ones. I ordered the all three movies on Blu-ray. Because I kind of want to watch them because it's been so long.
They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, they are. I found the like the third one is not my favorite, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
It's like I like the sword fighting, like the weapon stuff in the third movie. Like a lot of people complain about like a lot of the other stuff, like
I mean, the story was
or
kind of
whatever,
like,
but
I mean, but like,
Mhm.
still,
I was like, it's not like, yeah, it's not like super bad, you know. You know how people will say that's the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
I
I
think a
was like,
lot of
other
it,
than
I
like
think a lot of it
it
comes from
being,
because back in the day
yeah,
when Stanley Critic was very popular, he really hated that movie, and people kind of like decided, to echo his, opinion on, be like, yeah, the third turtle movie was garbage, and I always been like, it's not that bad, but it's like, I mean, it's not good, but I will watch it if someone like asked me.
I was just talking to Double R about that. That I said, we're talking about third movie. I said the same stuff. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
I
personally, I
think,
actually prefer the second movie because, like, I think I watched that one the most as a kid.
mhm. I remember back in the day, I was just glad that they came out with another movie back then. And it's like I always tell people at work, I was like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. It's like people are allowed to,
Yeah, of
not
course.
like things. It's like it's different. That's what I tell people. It's just different than the other ones. Plus,
Lord, dude, that's so funny. Go ahead.
they used different suits in the third movie too, didn't they?
Yep, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Because they had like
I- I-
spots on them.
I don't understand why they couldn't keep the other two, the same one from the first two movies. Like,
I
always
think
found-
the ones in the first two, that's the reason why I like the movies like physically dark, because it kind of like covers up a lot of where the suits meet and everything, where it would stick out otherwise. And I think the suits in the third movie were
There weren't a
probably
lot of
more
daylight.
updated with the electronics related stuff.
I mean,
Because-
it's no coming out of the shell tour movie.
Yeah.
You know?
You could tell like they use different suits in like the
that
TV
one was
show.
that one was vastly different. That one was bad.
Yeah. Because I guess the people inside them had to be able to move a whole lot.
Well, yeah,
better
it
and all this
was
other
based
stuff.
on a concert tour they were doing with the Turtles. Let's see. Oh, Doom says something. A direct quote from a friend of me during a game of Town of Salem. Quote: "Whenever the ability to kill in a game, I can never tell if you're a psychopath or upset that you cannot be one, so you're gonna be a hero out of spite." Yeah, that sounds like something Lord Doom would probably. Wasn't it Wheels who had never heard of coming out of the shell tour? Jerry, do you remember that?
Yeah. Mhm.
If yeah, like, which I'm surprised because, like, I feel like not that you should know, but like I feel like if you know a lot about the Turtles, like that seems to feel like you should at least heard about it, you know. I was surprised that I actually like.
I have it on tape.
You actually have the tape.
Yep.
You still have. Wow,
Mhm.
man. That's probably worth something for a collector.
Probably. I have it on tape, and I only watched it. I always ask my dad, why did we never watch it? He was like, I don't know. And then we watched it, like, oh, and we never watched it again.
Is it your favorite one? The one where Splinter sings about skipping stone.
Yeah.
The greatest fucking one. They have a fucking segment of Splinter, like what he likes to do. He likes to skip stone, skipping stone.
You know what? I'm not even going to take this as an L. You know what I'm going to take this as?
What?
An opportunity to see more Sanger.
There we go.
What do you mean I lost? I won. Sanger gets to come back and kill us all again. Woo!
Let's see. Apparently it goes around. Okay, apparently it doesn't goes for a lot.
What, it's common? Yeah.
Apparently it can get around, like, I don't know, $15-20 for it.
Huh.
I would say that's pretty good for like
VHS,
a
yeah.
old tape. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's a sealed copy and someone wants like $70 for it.
And she's gonna die probably because for some reason they're not dodging everything.
Although it seems to a lot of these seems to be more or less the making of the movie rather than actually the.
A lot of
The-
it was that tape. Yeah, I remember that.
Because
Part, I remember. I tried to forget a lot. So
Oh god, there's a cassette. There's actually like this an audio version. Fuck. I only knew about the VHS one.
Lord Doom said, I do frequently say, I'm not doing the same, I'm doing this murder quote, insert person's name here. But yeah, tell your friends about, I learned bluffing from you. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this will work in Yu-Gi-Oh! And me and Wheels went on this whole, like, philosophical discussion on why bluffing works in Yu-Gi-Oh! And why most people don't seem to be able to do it well, except, you know, me and him and some of us here.
I have been able to
But majority of people we played against stink at bluffs or calling bluffs. Like,
I had a lot of that too when I played a couple of them, because like a lot of them being like, "Oh, that's not what I." They assumed like, because apparently a lot of them assume that when you're putting something down, it's gonna be almost like a trap card, so they're trying to do some negate trap, and it's just like, no, it's a spell, you idiot.
Lord Doom said, just lie constantly. It works in every game. See what happens when you lie like a psychopath? Chaos, you win. That's what I did. Also, funny enough, not only am I able to bluff people, because that's not the first time I did it in Master Duel, but again, they're not good at calling bluffs. They're not good at doing bluffs either. Because I met one person who tried to bluff me in the game, right? Guess what happened?
He took a swim and then no more.
No, Master Duel. Master Duel.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, what happened?
Well, he put down trap cards in his trap and spell zone, but I knew they weren't gonna be anything dangerous, because I already went through his deck. I already knew he didn't have any traps or spells left in his deck. Like, he already, like, because I forgot what deck he was playing, but I knew the archetype, and I was like, yeah, I know you got nothing, so I just killed him. There was one other dude who I bluffed by doing that same thing, but he didn't know what I had, so he could have killed me with his Herald of Ultimateness or whatever it was, one of those Herald cards. And he didn't, because he thought I actually had something. And it turns out, no I didn't, but then I killed him anyway, because he missed his opportunity. Or she, I don't know. I think I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, I don't know.
You think I know? You think I know what you know?
I like how I can almost barely kill them and all my team is like dead.
I put that one lightsaber badass on ESPN in the Discord on sports.
Ooh. Lord Doom said, I'm so hyped, except it's true. Finally learned how to lie in games, and then I win.
I mean, I usually try to bluff when
All
I
these
play any
meta
type
decks
of card games.
are what pushed me to do it, alright? All these dumb lockdown meta decks.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually how it is, because like most people are willing to either be like they think you're playing it correct, like it is what they think it is, and they will scoop, or they assume it is and think, you know. I mean,
There you go.
the same.
He said it. Just get used to me getting called a sicko, and it's fine. Yo, what if I actually win this, even though, like, it's only just excellent? Just excellent. She's the real MVP here. Yeah. If she can dodge, that's all she has to do is dodge.
The problem is
Not
also
like that.
she doesn't have, I don't know how much ammunition she have left, and her energy pool is probably going low.
You saw that even when she's dying. Help me! Then again, Scratch said he would have bothered. Also, how come she got hit? That's why I'm dying, Wheels. I called you Wheels.
Yeah.
That's why it said he only had a 38% chance to hit me. How did he hit me? How did she not dodge?
I don't know, man. Because the AI and anything that isn't on the 10 is a guarantee hit sometimes for me too.
Like it's hit 38%. Like what
I
the
remember
heck?
one time when I had a fucking 2% dodge and I got hit. Like it had a 2%, it had a 2% hit chance, and I still got hit. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Also, they have beam coats. Is Mayor cheating, or what's going on here? Like, is that glitched?
No, Beamcoat just like
But like
shared
everything
a
he did,
percentage.
no matter what what stage is this?
Chapter 20 or something, I think. We're pretty far in, from my knowledge.
This is like my first L. I got close, but I never actually died in any episode yet. Like straight up died.
Not die. You just failed the main mission because of, like, an enemy got past the line or something like that. But
Oh yeah.
but losing all your team, the entire team. No, this is the first one for you. For us.
Golly. When someone calls him in a game that he's a sicko, I just say back, you have no idea.
I don't know if if you should like just call the game like you know, maybe like, I give up.
I wish you could. I would have. I gotta just sit here and take the hill.
Oh well, at least you're gonna get some experience on her, which is it's usually very hard to get the ships any experience.
I gave her.
So...
She went up 2 whole levels. You saw that? Because I doubled her experience gain in that last battle.
Yeah, no, I'm just like it's really hard to get the ships up anywhere.
Lord Doom said, "If they could see my face as I said that, with, saying they have no idea, I would look like Palpatine after the fight with Mace. Unlimited power." But then he got electrocuted.
Yep.
So I gotta look up this mayor guy. Is cheating. Something. Oh, like, bro, I don't even.
I say either for the next time you just gun for him, like,
Yeah.
Because he is the main. I think he's the main unit. So, like, if you kill him, I think that's a victory for the that chapter.
Yeah, defeating Mayor is the main thing. The skill point was to defeat Sanger like I did.
The main objective.
But I don't know how he's supposed to do it when he...
Well, you just ignore you either just avoid like his attacks, defend, or something like that, and you just focus on him while you try to get as many units as you can. That's basically how it's gonna work. That, or you just throw your units again until you eventually becomes you get enough XP to. Hey, they got 3 levels through this entire campaign.
Woo. Well, here we go. Now we're gonna die. Okay, so like, you stink, loser. I'm like, it said 38% chance to dodge. I thought I had a good chance to dodge. And y'all said no. 38% for him might as well be 100.
OGGO.
So I can't get the skill point. At that point, like, do I want to get harder? No. Alright, so you guys need to be more friggin', I don't know what, like, you got nothing. Nothing.
I think he gets some of the money. I don't know if he gets some of the money or something like that. No, Lafina and got like got a lot, but yes, apparently it's the character themselves that you need to register fucking evade if you want to be able to evade easier as the game goes on.
Oh, I still got the money. Okay. Oh.
All right, cool. I guess you.
Give me my money.
Already maxed out his EN, and he's still getting flip flop. Rich.
It's not that his EN. It's just that he. I think. I mean, armor and EN is basically. That's why he barely take any damage. Like he is good.
Also, their attacks.
The problem is also you have to do individual fucking things. As we said before, complain like this entire thing is like instead of being homogenized, we're being like one stat.
Right? They fixed that in later games, but
Yeah, I know. It's just unfortunate
one,
that they didn't figure this earlier.
I know, right?
On this game, you'll have to endure its intricacies.
So apparently, have you heard that? You know that Street Fighter mobile game that is about to come out, the Duel.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it's getting a global release soon. Apparently.
Street Fighter. I posted in the Discord that Walmart sells that Alpha movie collection or something like that for like $7.50, where it has like Alpha and Alpha Generations.
Oh yeah.
No, I was like, that's weird.
Okay, I need to wait. That fully restores EN. I need to give it that fuel tank.
Wait, what? Is this an actual thing? Oh.
Lord Doom said, "My Palpatine sound font has as one of the Force quotes. If he holds the power button, it swings. While on that font, he screams unlimited power, and the blade turns colors. That's cool."
So here apparently something cool. Something called Pipe Hacker. I don't really Pipe Hacker. I don't really know what that is, but apparently it's you can play official like games on the browser that's like backed by the companies, and SNK is joining them, and you will be able to play Metal Slug X, Samurai Showdown 4, KOF 98, Last Blade 2, and Baseball Star 2 for free on a web browser. And then on 24th this month, you will be able to play Shock Troopers, Real Bout Final Fury Special, and Last Resort. Problem is, it only works on Google Chrome at the moment.
Yes, yeah, I know I skipped this because I already saw this. You already saw this, people.
If you hold...
Oh, circle and R1, okay.
Yeah.
What? Dog with shifty eyes. Mel Gibson. He also says, "I am the Senate." Alright, people. Don't die this time, alright? Thanks. Come on. Right? How about you don't die? Look at that! You start from Sanger's side. Because it knows. I did it before, but I'm like, oh, I did it again. Okay. So we want to kill.
I mean, Sanger is such a nice guy that he's just like, I know it's my story, but Nah, it's your guy's story. You know?
Yeah, why not?
Like, he knows he's the main character, but he wants to give the other guys more.
He's got the funniest lines. I was about to say, man, she dodges. I'm like, what the heck?
Or like if in this battle they just dodge all the attacks,
Right?
completely opposite of the other.
I don't get how Meyer just low chance for him to hit. Also, hits spot on and kills me. And they dodge that. Why is she no match? Why do you guys dodge everything? I'm sick of wasting my SP just on you guys. Come on. Not wasting my SP on you guys. Not doing it. We need it for Mayor.
Oh, Mayor, man.
There you go. Oh god, I'm about to say.
I wonder if in his stats his luck is actually better than that other character's.
Which one? Tuscan?
Yeah.
Let's see here. It should say his luck stat. There. I'm pretty, but I want to say.
Yeah. It says like his
51%
willpower.
only for him. 100% for her. Get out of here.
I guess it's just the game trying to be like tough on.
No raising, yeah. 58%, so I might as well just sit
It's
here.
kind of like those games. It's like no matter how much you level up and stuff.
Exactly, I leveled up their accuracy and it's still like, no. You didn't really do anything,
the
though.
game's gonna always have like a mathematical advantage.
Wait, there's an evil version of Tekken Man, and he just called Tekken Man evil?
Yeah. Yeah, it's from the show. He doesn't need support. He's built like Spider-Man. Thanks, but I don't really need your help. Got this. Holy McGuire! That's what we needed this. That's the last pilot we need. Please continue with Holy McGuire.
Put some dirt in your eye.
On that Avenger game, yesterday they added that night monkey suit from that was it Far From Home?
Yeah. I just saw No Way Home finally a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah,
I liked it.
I haven't watched it. I'll probably look on Amazon to see if it's got that. Was it early access?
Be nice if it did. My main thing was the fact that I kind of just I didn't even care about the superheroics or anything. I just wanted to see Andrew and Toby keep talking to each other. Like
I still haven't even watched Far From Home, or whatever the fuck the second movie was
oh
called.
yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget what
I
happened.
get
to
them
that
mixed
movie.
up too.
I keep forgetting about that one.
Far From Home, or
Yeah, the second one.
Mhm.
I watched it, but I don't remember
Uh,
I don't remember what happens other than like, Mysterio's in it. Oh,
Just a bunch of stuff happening during a school trip, basically.
like I've only seen the first like of those Spider-Man movies, the one that takes place before Civil War, Homecoming.
yeah, Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have not seen the second one, and I haven't got around to watch the live action Spider-Verse one.
Yesterday I was watching that X-Men cartoon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the 90s one.
I have that all on DVD. Love that show. I don't care.
Mhm.
Hey, I think I saw Moon Knight. Speaking of stuff, Lord Doom. I just saw a commercial. They showed Moon Knight real quick. Got a
It's on
Disney Plus
Disney
commercial.
Plus.
This, yeah, exactly. That was the '90s X-Men cartoon. This one's for you, Morph. I had a meme I wanted to make about that. There was a meme I also saw of, that the famous meme of Wolverine looking at the picture of Morph and they keep changing the pictures. Well, somebody did a Simpsons meme where Homer has a picture of Wolverine looking at the picture.
Oh. I think I saw that before.
Here we go. I'm not wasting spirit energy yet. I think I'll get this next Friday. Well, at least I was able to level up the beta, because you're right. The ship people are always the hardest to level up.
They are, especially when you get a second one and all that. Like,
Yep.
and they're really good for support, which I realized way too late in the game.
Yep.
And yeah.
We're a
The problem is
desperate
also-
ragtag robot cavalry. Okay.
The problem is also, like, since it's early in the story, the thing is that damage comes as the game goes on, as the story goes on. That's the thing.
Lord Doom said the
'Cause,
trick
like-
was actually a Scott and Gene that he stole from Scott's room, he thinks. I don't remember. I have it on DVD, but I haven't watched it. Oh, what was it that?
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to. I didn't get that far into the episode before I fell asleep.
This is the one. This is Starchild, the one you just posted in sports about the lightsaber one. This is the one video I remember seeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they showed it on that ESPN2 that one year.
I was like, why isn't this the fucking more like cool? Like, why isn't this being covered more? Like this.
Usopp. Woo!
Usopp.
Not that I remember they had the sound effects and all that, but like I remember,
Yeah.
like it was pretty cool.
Oh, I have 8 other units to have it. Anything? I'm like, wait, what? Wait, 58%.
Said he found the clip. It was a picture of
it was
Scott G.
G. Okay.
What did he just put
Nice,
tape
that's
over
what it was.
Cyclops?
Probably.
Or put his head on Cyclops' body?
Oh, my name is Russell. Come on, Russell, you're better than Katina. Oh, Lord Doom said Wolverine popped a claw and slashed his Cyclops after the picture.
That's my old lady.
It's not Wolverine, but alright. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So there's a reason why it's Smarter Heart is because it's not called lightsaber duels, because lightsabers are copyrighted, it's called energy swords.
Oh, okay.
Energy.
That's a
Yeah, copyright.
because apparently Nebraska has something called energy sword as an event in the Cornhusker State Games in Nebraska.
ATX Tsuchi. There's a Marvel Legends figure that comes with that picture.
Oh, really?
That's hilarious.
Speaking of Marvel Legends, they had a binary figure at Walgreens. I saw. They also had a Ultra Instinct Goku and a Lady J of G.I. Joe. And I wanted the Lady J and Ultra Instinct, but I'm like, can't afford. I got one pre-order I'm getting. You know what I mean? Like, until I either get a job or unemployment, I can't afford. I can't just go, yeah, let me just buy this. I do have pre-order, but like those, I already, those are already. I set money aside for those,
Yeah.
Because one pre-order is this month, the Alticer. The other one's saved summer, but knowing Bluefin and all that, it's probably coming out in like December. 57%.
Apparently found the found the figure and linked it in collectibles.
All right.
I'm gonna go look at that.
I'm just gonna tell her that.
Oh my god, it is! Yes, it actually comes with that picture. Which means if he had
55%. I mean, well, all right. Don't you die. Let's just move that. That'd be if I was commander. Don't you die, Russell. And then I'll just go, Russell's gonna die. And they're like, Kraus, you forgot to turn off the intercom. What? Like, Russell hears me, like, if I was actually in that universe, he'd be like, Kraus, you, yeah, you forgot to, turn off. Oh, boy. So, like, go for it. Watch, I put eBay 39%. She still gets hit. I'm gonna be like, what's even the point of giving such low? What's the point of the percentages?
It's like, if that's 38%, imagine what like 50% is.
Right?
Or 75%. Is that like an instant kill?
Right? Jeez. She actually dodged. Okay. Because she was dodging everything when I first got her. Like, come on, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. That figure, if it comes with hands to hold the picture frame, somebody ought to make like a bed, like place it to lay them on.
Yes! There's third-party companies out there. They should be.
Yeah.
Make one. How are you already dying, Russell? Alright.
Unfortunately, as much as we like it, it's Russell.
Yeah, as much as...
I'm not sure who wants to give him benefit of the doubt. It's Russell.
Yeah. 40% hit rate. Watch her still hit. Lord Doom said, I haven't seen one, but I know for a fact it exists.
Yeah. You just go like the girls' toys section, and they got all sorts of like stuff like that.
See, look at that. She got hit somehow. What happened to your high dodge rate, Valletta? What happened? Needs to trust himself. And maybe be a wall.
That reminds me of these guys that go up to Walmart and they have like these, I can't remember what they're called, like kids toys called like Action Zone or something like that. And they have, one of them's like a garbage truck and one's like a huge like military helicopter, and they're like the perfect size for GI Joes to fit inside of them. So what they do is they buy them and then they take them and they like completely repaint the whole thing to where it looks like a GI Joe vehicle. They even put the stickers on there. Then they turn around and like resell them. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, dude, the funny thing is that it wasn't until the figure came out that I went back and looked to see if that was really the original edition.
Oh, the same one. I want to say that I've seen that figure, but I must not have been looking at it real good to even see the picture. Because if I would have saw that picture, I would have bought it. Did they ever come out with the morph figure for that wave either?
Did they?
I don't remember. I don't remember if I ever saw that. Yeah, that would seem logical that they did. I must have like missed that wave completely then.
I still don't have the Marvel versions. Weird. I have DC figures.
Oh yeah. Like with the
Oh, okay.
Marvel
He said
figures.
they released Morph, but not the 90s X-Men. Not the cartoon 90s.
Oh, okay. He was like a different version.
He was apparently he was misremembering. It happens.
I'm pretty sure what you could probably do is take like another one and like switch heads with another character and kind of like make your own. It's a good thing about those figures is you can just take them apart and mix and match them.
It was the Exiles version.
Okay.
Oh damn, it's already been 2 hours? What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Went by pretty quick.
Yeah, because we
I'm
actually
doing
talked about a bunch of stuff this time.
I'm doing a thing where I'm like, alright, let me just let them come to me. You know? I noticed that we're not dying now.
Yeah, like get a bunch of them
Right.
to you, and then you go a bit further in, and then keep
exactly.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Kind of like funnel them down.
Yeah, exactly.
That way there's not like a
Because
whole
usually,
platoon
because
coming
normally
after
what the AA does is that until you get to a certain like line, they won't come to you.
Yeah.
So
there's a certain part where all of a sudden you have to go to them, but the early ones usually come to you.
Yeah.
Kind of limit how many come
that,
down to you.
Yeah, that is the smartest way actually.
Like this time, I'm thinking Exiles Morph could transform into anything, not just people, even passengers.
Like a couch or a car.
We need you to turn to fart gas. Morph is like, say no more, man. I'm doubting the result of UCC. Well, anyway. She did more damage than I thought. Okay, Katina.
Yeah, but it was only critical, which means critical only doubles the damage.
Oh god, look at here now. Well, Susie, you was a you almost got killed, Katina. What? She's really brain dead, isn't she?
I mean,
what's the like? You did nothing to them, and they almost killed you.
I mean, she has odd eyes. What do you expect?
Yeah.
They think they're always unique.
Odd eyes, pendulum dragon over here. Oh, it's 6. Okay, so this will be the last attack, and hopefully we'll do better this time. Now that I'm actually, trying. All right, so I'm gonna save here. And first off, Alex, what do you got nothing to plug? So right?
Yep. I'm just here for the fun. So that...
And Star Child, what do you got to plug? And hey, there's Kasuha.
I have a Twitch channel, Star Child 8883, and here lately I've been streaming Cyberpunk, and on my Twitch channel I have all my links to all my other stuff, like my YouTube channel and Twitter and all that other stuff. I think that's about it.
Well, alright. When they're talking about how much they play Super Robot Wars. So as for me, you can follow me right here on Twitch, you already know. And if you're new, that's Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is King of Fighters, Fridays is Super Robot Wars OGs. Saturdays, you go to twitch.tv/TheGeekFighters at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be playing Lord of the Rings, actually. We're starting that with Metal Blue Eyes behind the controller. Double RPG will be taking a break here. Metal Blue Eyes will not be asleep because he's actually playing the game, which actually helps us. And speaking of, Metal Blue Eyes will be streaming later tonight, I believe. I forget if they want to cancel. No, I don't think they're canceling this Friday. Because WrestleMania is coming up. I know that they don't want to do nothing that weekend, which makes sense. They want to compete with WrestleMania. Even though people don't like WWE, they still watch WrestleMania, right, Sir Chef?
Is that tomorrow?
No, that's not this weekend.
I think it's
Okay.
April 2nd or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, because eventually we're gonna have to start watching that GT shit.
And that's it for me. So until next time, tomorrow 5 on Geek Fighters or Tuesday at 4. Adios.